Hello my friends, and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. This video is a part 1 of a 2-part series that is called Dear Gameloft. This series, we're gonna take a look at the most requested community suggestions or bug fixes or new feature requests for Disney Dreamlight Valley that still haven't been implemented in the game. We have created a Discord channel on our Discord server called Dear Gameloft, where people could post their requests for features or bug fixes in the game. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at 15 of the most requested features. And before the part 2, in a week or two, feel free to go to the channel on our Discord server and check it out. If your suggestion is not there already, feel free to post it, and it's going to be part of the second part of this video. But in this one, we're going to go through 15 features that we desperately need in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Subscribe if you agree, and, well, I guess you have to wait to see if you agree or not, but trust me, you will agree. So, let's jump straight into it. Number 1, it's going to be search bar in crafting station, on crafting station, and Scrooge shop. I'm going to put all 3 of them together because it's basically the same, kind of the same feature. We need search bar. We've got search bar in many places, but these 3 still do not have search bar. If I need to craft something, we have so many recipes nowadays that it's literally sometimes nearly impossible to find one specific item. If we could just type the name of it in the search bar and get to it much quicker, it would be extremely useful. Same with Scrooge shop. Sometimes I want to buy something, I need to try to figure out how to filter it out by color, the franchise, maybe star path, and then scroll through slightly smaller list to find my item. I just want to be able to type the name and buy it. Please! This is literally one of the most requested features right now. Gameloft, please, we need it. Number 2, and this one is also related with the crafting table. And I think it's a really good feature that we could have. So you know how in Scrooge store, when we buy something, we can see how many of it we already have. Wouldn't it be cool if when we craft something, we could see if we actually own any of the items in our inventory? Sometimes I don't know if I have it crafted. I have to go check, then realize that I don't have it crafted, and then I have to go to crafting table and craft it. That's a long process. I just want to see the counters, how many of these we have in the inventory. Great idea. I totally agree. And while we're on this topic, it would be super cool if in Scrooge shop we could get a little, like, even if we don't have a red dot, like red dot means it's a new item, but if we don't have a red dot, I would love to see a white dot with a number of how many of this do I have. It's just a small thing, but I think it would be a cool feature. Number 3, and this one is extremely annoying. It's the inconsistency in how some items can go on paths, some items can't, some items cannot go on carpets, some items can't. For example, Gaston's house. It's 2025, ladies and gentlemen. There is a few houses, specifically Gaston house, that you literally... Oh my god. Well, that's embarrassing. They did fix it. They literally fixed it in the last update. Oh, way to embarrass me, Gameloft. But you cannot still place carpet under it, which in my opinion there is no reason not to. And the funny thing is, you can place carpet under the house, but you cannot place carpet under this very specific area in the front. Here I can, here I can't. There's lots of items where you cannot place carpets under. Most of them you can, but for example the Nightmare Castle right here, my Forgotten Lands would look so good if I could place this nice rug under this house, but I can't. For some reason, I can't. Another huge issue item that's from the same category is the Mickey Fountain. This thing still is not allowed to be placed on the paths. If you place it, it's gonna remove all the path underneath. It's super annoying. Same with the web trees. With the cobwebs, there is multiple items that cannot go on paths that absolutely should, logically, they definitely should be able to go on paths. And lots of items that logically should be able to go on carpets. In my opinion, literally everything should be allowed to go on paths and carpets. There shouldn't be any restriction. Let players decide if it makes sense or not to place this item on the carpet or on the path. There is absolutely zero sense to restrict this functionality. And number 4, while we're at it, let's talk about inconsistencies in footprints. There is a lot of items that just absolutely don't make sense. For example, if we take a look at these two lights, black wrought iron street lamp takes 2x2 squares, and the same lamp, if you take it in any other color, takes literally 5 times bigger footprint, or 4 times bigger footprint if rotated. Doesn't make any sense. There is plenty of examples where items take ridiculous footprints. In my opinion, stuff like trees, bushes, and foliage, well, exactly, we do share an opinion with the person who posted this idea, is that those things should have absolutely minimal footprints, because those items in real life could easily intersect with each other. And also, pretty much any item in the game should have the most small footprint possible. Look at this house. Look at this footprint. Why, Gameloft? Why? I know new houses, new items that they've been releasing lately, they have decent footprints. They're actually doing much better job. The flowers in the last 2 DLCs that they release have much smaller footprint. Why can't we have these fixes applied to the old flowers, to the old houses, to the old items that still have outdated, way too large footprint for the items when it doesn't have to? It makes decorating so frustrating. I just want to be able to get things closer to each other than I currently can. Decorating around this house made me cry yesterday. I literally cannot get closer to it. I cannot place anything in this whole area. Why? This is ridiculous. Next, item limit. Item limit needs to be expanded for all platforms. Switch, PC, let us make bad choices. Let us fry our devices. No, that's a bad idea. But like certain devices can definitely handle more. Switch 2 can handle more than 300 items. PCs, if it's a powerful gaming PC, if I paid a lot of money for my PC to be powerful, why am I restricted by Gameloft not allowing me to have more than 6,000 items? My game can easily handle 10,000 items. And my Valley would look so much better with 10,000 items. So, in my opinion, item limit shouldn't be this low. That's one. But this is a good point. We could live with the same item limit, but what if the spawnable items wouldn't count towards it? So right now, fences and paths don't count towards item limit. Literally everything else does. But every single biome will constantly spawn a bunch of night thorns, obstacles, spices, flowers, seashells. All of that garbage just spawns every single day in every single biome, and all of it adds up to your item limit. Literally about 500 items out of your 3,000 or 6,000 are just things that you don't really want in your valley. They just spawn, they're a nuisance, you constantly cleaning them up, but they keep respawning. The wood pieces, all of the stuff that spawns takes huge amount of items away from us. And I feel like the good first step, if you are not ready to increase the item limit, the good first step would be any item that wasn't placed by a player, that was spawned by a tree or just in the world randomly for whatever reason, should not count towards item limit. That would free up a lot of items in our valley. And also, if we decorate to the max and then some stuff respawns, it's going to put us over the limit. This way, all of the stuff that respawns on its own would not affect the item limit. I think this is an absolute must as soon as possible. Number 6. No more unique items, please. There is lots of items that we are only allowed to have one. For example, Sadness's pillow. Apparently, Pumbaa pottery wheel and plants cannot be bought more. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. There is multiple quest items that we keep getting and cannot get more of. And it shouldn't be the case. I completely agree. If we get an item, if we worked for it, if we earned it, we should be able to buy more. There is absolutely no reason we cannot have more Pumbaa's pottery, or we cannot have another autumnal clock, or we cannot have another Sadness's pillow. These items are not different in terms like there is no logical sense to only be allowed to have one of them. So, in my opinion, if we get something from any source, we should be able either craft more or buy more from Scrooge store. End of story. Okay, this one I didn't actually know I wanted until I read it, and now I want it. You know how when you have a memory frame, you have to keep clicking on it until you get the memory that you want. For example, if we go, I think I have it set up in my Eternity Isle. Couple memory frames. There is literally no way, we have so many memories right now, hundreds. You keep scrolling through them, and you don't even know when you're gonna get to the memory that you want. The only way I can keep switching it is to just click it. What if instead of doing that, we could click change, and it would open a nice pop-up where we would have the list of all of our memories, and I could just click and select one. Literally browsing them just like you browse them in the memory collection. That would make it so much easier, and I feel like it would make memory frames of any kind much more usable, because this is the main reason I barely ever use them. They're just such a pain to set to a specific memory you want. Number 8, please allow us to toggle spawnables. This has been discussed so many times. For me personally, this is number one feature. Number one feature that I want in this game. I spent a lot of time decorating my valley recently, and it hurts my soul every time I open the game. And the beautiful biome that I just did yesterday is full of night thorns, is full of spices, is full of wood and holes everywhere, and obstacles and rocks. Like, it's just... I'm not in the mood to be cleaning every single day I open the game. I just want to run through my valley and admire my cool designs that I came up with. I don't want to be cleaning all the time. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I need the resources. So let us the ability to disable spawning of individual items. Like, it would be so cool if we could literally have an item that we could place in every biome, and just like the vacuum, and click on it and then decide what is allowed to spawn at this moment in this particular biome. Having this level of control would allow us to actually have resources that we need. For example, I want lots of dark wood, so I can still allow it generating in Forgotten Lands, but I disable wood everywhere else because I'm tired of finding sticks. Same with spices. There is just no reason not to allow us to do this. Oh, moonstones. I think this would be really good features, so please, Gameloft. It's literally one of the number one wanted features by the community nowadays. You gotta listen. Number 9, scaling for the UI, especially the font sizes. I personally haven't had any issues with it, but I do play on a huge monitor that is like a foot in front of my face. Probably not great for my eyes, but I can definitely see everything. But if you play on TV that is far away from you, or if you play on a small device, or if you just don't have a great vision. I've seen a lot of people commenting that sometimes they have problem reading the quest text or seeing the text in the menu. And I know a lot of games, they have an option to just increase the UI scale or increase the font size, so you could adjust it to the point that it's the most comfortable for you to see. Literally every text in the game would become slightly bigger, and whoever needs it, they could use it. It's very easy to implement, and I think it would be a great addition to the game. You knew this one was coming. Villager control in camera mode. I know they've been doing a lot of improvements to the camera mode recently, and honestly, I cannot fault them at that. The camera mode is incredible. I'm not in a rush for villagers. I appreciate all the hard work they put into camera mode, but I feel like that's the natural next step. I feel like we have everything we can possibly need in the camera mode, except ability to make work with villagers and potentially companions easier. Be able to freeze a villager in place, and toggle specific animation that they can do. There is so many, literally every single villager comes with their idle animation, their walking animation, their greeting animation, angry, happy, confused. There is like 10 different animations that some people spend sleepless nights developing for every single character, and we barely get to use them. If we want to use one for a shot, it's just nearly impossible to do. Most of the time, it takes insane amount of effort. So just allowing us to trigger specific animation for a character in specific time, in specific place, would be absolutely game-changing. So please, Gameloft, I hope we can see it in 2026. Number 11, storage fixes. So the storage in the game is pretty good. They improved it a lot. They added smart sorting. They added easier way to get chests, but I still feel like there could be some improvements, and we do have some great ideas. For example, ability to smart transfer in reverse. I cannot count how many times I needed this feature. If I have something in my inventory and I just want to transfer all of that one item from my chest, I could just, maybe not even reverse transfer, I could just, if I have this menu open, I could literally just right-click on one of the items and say, take all, and it would take all of that item if any of it is in the chest. That would be such a good feature. Also, would be great to be able to sort items by the DLC, if they're Storybook Veil, if they're some other DLC. Also, when we sort them by type, we could have more different types. We also desperately need more icons for the signs, because right now, if you want to label your storage system, some chests you just cannot find the right sign. So it would be cool if they would add more default icons to the signs, or allow us to do Touch of Magic on a sign. I feel like we could come up with some cool ideas for the signs as well. Number 12, and I absolutely agree, the third camera mode is in big need of improvements. I would take this before the villager control in the camera. I feel like this is much easier fix. In third camera mode, we are extremely limited. Like, I cannot have certain angles. I cannot have be low and close. Like, it literally won't let me get any closer when I'm low unless I zoom in. Like, it's so restrictive. I want to be able to take a shot from the bottom. Some cinematic, beautiful shots. I would want to be able to go further. I feel like this mode has way too many restrictions that should be lifted. It should allow us just a free camera that we can put anywhere we want. It's our world. It's our choice how we want to see it and from which angle. Okay, I just realized that my number 13 was actually the item limit. I wasn't supposed to mention the item limit in number 5. Number 5 was just for spawnables not count towards the item limit. This is about the item limit being allowed us to expand it even more. Just give us a warning that it might cause instabilities. So in case somebody gets their Switch exploded, they cannot sue them. Literally make them sign some kind of a agreement that if by increasing this setting, your Switch explodes or gets set on fire, Gameloft does not assume any responsibility. I'm sure pretty much every one of us would sign it. Number 14, and this one is the one that I want to have every single time I do a dream snap. I just want to be able to save camera presets. That's a great feature. So, you know what you mean. When you go into camera and then you make a perfect shot, and then you choose the perfect time of day, you choose the perfect setting, contrast, saturation. Like, you did it. You made the perfect setting for your shot, and then you decided to change something, or you just needed to exit your camera mode for whatever reason. And then you're like, oh, I had perfect settings. I wish I could just click a button and those settings would come back. Well, this is exactly what camera setting presets would do. I could literally save my current camera configuration, including everything. Pose, all of the time of day, all of the sliders, filters, frames, everything. So once I click the button, just like we have randomize button, I don't even care if we have multiple presets, just one. When I save, and then I could just, when I enter camera mode, load last saved preset. I just click that one button, boom, we're back in business. I don't have to spend 5 minutes trying to figure out what settings I had before. Sure, you can take a screenshot of every single tab and then painstakingly make sure every slider matches, but it would be much easier if it was built in. Wow, this is a long video. And the last one for today is going to be number 15. Can we please be able to place all trees and shrubs, like the bushes that spawn berries and all that stuff, on the floating islands? It would be so convenient. I would be able to make a floating island that is just farm, where I can literally farm the crops. I can farm I can have all the trees, so if I need to harvest something, I go to my floating island and pick it up. I think it would be such a great change. We are now capable of placing the stalls and other DLCs, I feel like we can figure out how to do fruit trees and bushes on floating islands. Come on, dear Gameloft, please give us all these features. We really, really want them. And me and our mod team are going to be compiling all of the suggestions that you guys leave in that Discord channel. We're going to put it all together and we're going to send it to Gameloft. Once again, there's no guarantees, but I feel like it would be a very nice tool for them to see what communities actually want to see. And hopefully it's going to maybe allow some of these features to be implemented sooner than they would otherwise be. But yeah, part 2 is coming soon. If you want to be part of the part 2, feel free to leave your suggestion in Dear Gameloft channel on our Discord. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to our amazing supporters. Had so much fun in stream yesterday. The Forgotten Lands is coming together nicely. We're gonna finish it next Thursday. I just have one little area to finish, and I'm finally gonna have Halloween, fully decorated biome for Halloween in my valley. I've never did that. I never had a biome for any holiday, but something like I have the decorating bug. I've been decorating like crazy lately, and I'm having so much fun. And we have so many areas to decorate. So yeah, join me for next live stream on Thursday, where we're going to finish my Forgotten Lands and do a Dream Snap Spiral. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Subscribe for more, and take care.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh, hello.